Welcome to Can We Talk About, a bi-weekly podcast where we dive into discussions on varying topics and find ourselves in different waters than where we started. I'm Cateaterr.
And I'm Johnny5. You can email us at cwtabout@gmail.com.
And can we talk about the Boston Tea Party?
What?
Anyway, hi, who's going first?
We didn't do that yet.
I want to make sure I'm on the screen. Okay.
Yeah. Am I on there?
Yes.
All right.
Wait. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Oh, I hate this so much!
Oh, yeah, okay. You
Okay.
psychopath. I already read you like a book. I got you.
I had so much thought into that one.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah, you did.
I'd like to note that I'm at a slight disadvantage because this is printed and mine is handwritten.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it halfway through, and I was like, maybe I should. No.
Too late now.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, so am I reading first? You're going first.
I'll go first, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Also, it is a sweet, cold December day. Just so you
This
all know
makes
we're
no
freezing.
fucking sense based off of what you told me.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that for a second. So, I was going to do the Coliseum this week. We got a comment request asking for us to do the Coliseum, and I was like, well, I'm interested. Let's do it. So I started looking up the Coliseum, and then I looked at how the Coliseum was built, and then I learned some stuff about slaves, so then I was going to do a little side tangent about slave stuff, and then somehow I ended up in America. I'm not entirely sure how, to be completely honest, and I landed on this instead.
The Boston Tea Party. How the fuck do you go from the Colosseum, Rome, not even anywhere near America, to, nah, fuck that, America?
I don't know. Like, for real, as soon as I started doing the slavery stuff, I don't even, like, I was trying to find, I don't want to share because I am going to do the Coliseum, but I wanted information on, like, when slavery and where and whose slavery and stuff like that. And I'm not really sure how, but from there I ended up here and was just so intrigued that there was no going back.
That's fair. I love Boston. The Boston accent is great. Number two, I read a little bit further in here, and some of these names are like just fantastic. So, okay, the Boston Tea Party. When December? I actually didn't know this.
You know what? I did this with you in mind because last episode you were like, we've got the who, we've got the where.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put all four of
Yeah.
the questions down and answer them.
Yeah, I was going to say, it says when December 16th, 1773.
Yep.
So it's actually a topical standpoint if we were to release it today, which we're not. So, sucks to suck.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. But hey,
We're recording it on the day.
we are, yeah. It's just going to
Happy-
release a month from now.
What is that? 400 years? No. Do the math, because...
It's 250. That sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Who? The Sons of Liberty.
Yes.
Which I forgot that was it. Okay, real quick. There was a TV show that...
Codename SOL. Shit out of luck. Okay. What?
I love that. No, there was it was like these kids that would like go back in time and like they would hang out with Benjamin Franklin and
Oh,
then,
like the Magic Treehouse kids?
kind of, but they weren't like that. It was like, I don't remember. You know who you are and you know what I'm talking about. You tell me later. There we go. Okay. Where? The Boston colony of Massachusetts.
Yes, this is pre-America.
So it doesn't even have a state. Yeah, it's not-
Pre-America, the country.
Yes. It's a colony, right. Okay. What? Oh, that's right, yeah, because that's like the whole point. There's still like a colonization. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. What? The Sons of Liberty took to the Eleanor, the Beaver, and the Dartmouth shops and dumped over 340 chests.
Ships. I told you
That's
I was going to
okay.
proofread. I didn't proofread. I'm sorry.
And dumped over 340 chests of British East India Company tea into the harbor. Wait, so we're doing that's what this is.
It's
That's
not,
what this.
but I'm
it's
telling
not.
you right now, I think it's what I'm doing next.
I mean, that's like a series and a half. If you
I
need help
know.
with that, I can help with that. We've never tag teamed for a thing yet.
And it just keeps like slipping its little
It's
fingers
everywhere.
into the crevices of the stories.
It's everywhere. You know what? We could do a double where like you research what you want to learn about it, and I'll research what I want to learn about it.
I'm fucking here for that because we look at totally different things when we research something.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so why? Let's turn back a little bit in time here, okay? Let's talk about the Townshend Axe. And I don't know if I said that right. Townshend? Townsend. I like that better. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if you know this or not.
I don't know, do I?
But America was started as some settlers who then became colonies, who then kept saying, fuck you to Britain. We don't like your taxes. Let us be our own people. We're Americans now.
Yeah, man.
And Britain was like, nah, brah. It's still Britain. All right? You're English subjects. We're colonizing over there. Don't forget to kill the native people that live there while you're there, though. Help a brother out. And colonists were like, no, we're going to do a bunch of stuff to dissent. And Britain was like, we're losing control, man. What should we do? And this guy named Townsend said, okay, here's what we do. God. So first they make the Stamp Act, which taxes anything made of paper, deeds, contracts, wills, newspapers, magazines, pamphlets, playing cards. Literally everything that's paper. That's bullshit.
Yes.
I hate this.
It was on purpose because it was one of those things that was really important for them, like that they had to import, and it was like when you're growing new colonies and stuff, deeds and paperwork are kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The American in me is already riled up.
Oh, at the end you get it like you full yell. You get a full like Charlie. So
okay, this is only like page 1, by the way. So let me see. Okay, so colonies. What? No. What do you mean? What? I didn't mean it like. Oh my god.
I know I'm a crazy pants. Okay, keep going.
No, I just meant like that's how upset I already am.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
No.
Yes.
Colonists made an effigy or a doll. That's what an effigy is?
Yes, so there's a couple of things where I was like, it's possible people aren't going to know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
What
I only knew that because of like Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's a look-alike.
Okay, thank you. Of their own tax collector and hanged him, then tore his house to shit.
Mm-hmm. They all broke in there and just like rampaged through his house.
That's metal. All right. It's also not.
Property damage is not acceptable. We don't condone it. It happened 250 years ago and was cool.
But he might have been a CEO of a particular. No.
Don't hurt CEOs.
Then merchants embargoed British goods trades until the tax was lifted. What is embargoed? I just thought. Yes.
I wrote in there, what is embargoed, you ask?
It's when you officially stop trading with a country, and it could also mean stopping trade ships from leaving that country's ports, which is like aggressive as fuck.
It really is. Like, think about it. So, like, say the United States is trying to ship a bunch of shit places, and instead of just them refusing to buy anything from the United States, they're like guarding the United States harbors and refusing to let any of their trade leave.
Wow, so even if we wanted to, like, okay, America, you're not allowed to do shit now. Well, we don't want to do shit with you anyways, but can we still do shit with Canada? No,
you can't leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
That's a ballsy embargo, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this case, it means refusing to buy things from England. One could also consider the fact that an embargo, when done by people and not a government, is a boycott, you fucks. We've been boycotting since before we were born! What?
We, as a nation, were born on boycotts.
I fucking love that. That is metal.
Refusing to buy your shit because I don't like what you're doing. It's American as fuck.
It is. It's also just like simple. That's it. They follow the money, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, if Nike stopped getting money from us, then maybe they wouldn't be doing the stuff that they're doing there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are stopping getting money from us, and instead of stopping doing what they're doing, they're just firing all their people here. But
it's fair.
It's just because they're pieces of shit.
Yes. And that could go with any. I just used Nike as an example.
Yeah, it was just a good quick one.
It's in the area.
Yeah.
Okay. This boycott was the first, like, coordinated effort from all of the colonies together. Mm-hmm. They formed a congress over it and everything. They made a whole congress for this?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Anyway, so America refuses to buy British goods until the Stamp Act goes away. That makes sense. I would do the same. Less than a year, they do in fact repeal it, so they go back to the drawing board. Made a board of customs, you know, like we have now to check incoming goods. The idea stuck around even though we hated Britain for doing it at the time. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we were pissed because it took, like, our power to do what we wanted away. Because, well, you'll find out later, but we're smuggling, like, so much. But,
I didn't realize that Townsend is an actual person. Is that what I am to assume?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard Townsend Axe, and so I just assumed, they just came up with a stupid name. No, it's a person.
Well, it is a stupid name. That guy's a dick, but anyway.
Charles Townsend said, here's what we do. We'll make a series of tax acts. Oh, he's the reason why America is America. That's hilarious.
Well, this guy's British.
Yeah, that's what I just learned. Yeah. That tax things Americans absolutely require from us. Glass, lead, paper, paint, tea. Tax the imported goods. So, like, everything that they're just making and trying to get any money out of. No, that's not your money anymore. That's our money.
Yep.
This guy, John Dickinson. I love this guy. Aloria! Under the pen name of a farmer in Pennsylvania.
A farmer in Pennsylvania.
He said the taxes on imported goods would set a precedent of taxation without fair representation in government. He's the reason I like this guy.
Yeah, so the whole, like, taxation without fair representation. That whole thing, that's totally
Puerto
from
Rico.
Him. Ow!
Bless you.
That's totally from him, and we still have those discussions today when you have, like, minors that are paying taxes, and by minors, I mean people under 18.
Puerto Rico.
And, yeah, Puerto Rico and many of our other little spots that we, like, own but don't recognize.
Yeah. This heavily influenced how Americans felt a government should behave. Yeah, and that's fair, because it still goes on today. Like, if they ever decided to make a tax on us for, I don't know, but we weren't able to vote for whatever reason, like that about it or
People
whatever.
Would be pissed.
Yeah. So, and this was a twofold situation. Part of the issue became paying for the government via taxes. Okay, fair enough. While not being represented in the government's table, and that they were buckling down on smuggling and taking the right of Americans to try the smugglers that got arrested. Wait, so they were taking away the fact that we could maybe go about that?
I learned something about our mics. What?
What did you learn?
The gain for turning our voices up is on the back. This is the volume for if you're wearing headphones so you can hear it at the same time. We just got, well, obviously, because this doesn't sound terrible, we got new mics. And we're still learning about them. Okay.
Well, maybe it's a good thing that we have it all the way down because it didn't sound that bad.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I would think so. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll fuck with it.
We'll play with it after.
Yeah. So they were getting rid of the fact that we could, like, try smugglers? And by that you mean, like, put them to...
Trials, yeah.
Yeah. So we couldn't do that?
No. We were doing it. Now they are doing it.
Oh.
Like, we were in charge of it, and we were like, oh, a smuggler.
If I would have...
Well, just don't do it again.
Right.
And sent them on their way, because that's how we were making our money and stuff, because they were just ripping it from our hands.
I could have just kept reading and it would have...
Yeah,
that's my bad. Okay, so because the only person losing from the smuggling was Britain, that makes sense. So Americans were super lenient on that. Seeing where the pattern began, so Britain said, I'm trying Smugglers Now, which took a bunch of leeway away from Americans and kind of got rid of the free market that technically didn't exist because smuggling is illegal, but definitely existed because smuggling is real. God. Okay, so anyway, Boston hated the Townsend Acts a bit more ferociously than most, as their entire economy basically relied on imported goods. That makes sense. Boston riots, 4 British companies, regiments, whatever go to Boston to maintain order.
Whatever you call those, like
Yeah.
groups of army guys.
The Boston Massacre occurs. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, you're making valid points.
Yes. Which is an overstatement, but go ahead.
It is, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. As we've seen in other massacres, yes. The Boston Marathon Massacre, I think, did oh no, that was a bombing. Never mind.
That was a bomb.
I wanted to I thought they were going to call it a massacre when it first popped up.
That kind of would have been cool, huh? Because then it would have been like...
Yeah. I remember that being a talking point. Anywho,
cool.
March 5th, 1770, British soldiers fire into a crowd of Bostonians. They kill 5. So that's the minimum number you need for a massacre, I would say. Including an African American named Crispus Attucks.
This guy's cool as shit. I've never heard about him.
Let's take a little detour, shall we? Crispus Attucks was African, an indigenous Native American, and African.
Is that what I wrote?
That's what you wrote. That's what you wrote.
Let's take a little detour, shall we? Crispus Attucks was African and indigenous. Oh, I see. Okay, hang on. Like this. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Crispus Attucks was African and indigenous. Native American and African. Like, he's both of those things, and that's cool as shit.
Okay, that makes more sense. He was a merchant. He was born a slave. Did a great job being... I thought you were about to say being a slave.
Kinda, yeah.
Being a tradesman for his... Oh, okay, I see, yeah. Then bought his freedom and ran away. /ran away. Okay, I see. Okay,
yeah, because he was like, I'm doing what's supposed to be the rules, and I'm buying my freedom because indentured servitude. And then he was like, no. And he was like, okay, bye. And he ran.
He disappeared for 20 years, which means that he had bare minimum of life. That's good. It shows back up in Boston. The riots are happening while he's having dinner by the square. No, God, no. This is bad. The story goes, he went to the front of the line with a stick and told the Bostonians to follow him to King Street. What a fucking... Oh, my God. Okay, and then hit a British soldier with a stick. They opened fire. He's the first dead.
Follow
4 others dead.
The African-American indigenous person to King Street.
I see what you did there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like MLK, you know?
Yeah, we got there. We got with the...
Just because you did.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Huh. There's something about the way you read it that was just like... Oh,
it's very poetic.
Yeah.
6 more wounded. Businesses closed for the funerals of the dead. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, listen, the places were small enough back here that even when I did the longest unsolved murder one... From way back when?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because you also put in here, there's something here poetic or something.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't put my finger on it, and then the way you read it, it made sense.
Yeah.
But even then, when I read that one, when people died, like, the whole town shut down, and they would, like, do, like a walk through the town.
Okay, cool.
You know, and everybody would be on the main streets and, I don't know, pay their respects or whatever while they went by. Procession. It would be a procession through, like, the whole town, and everybody would stop and go and do it. Cause,
wow. That's, like, not just a parade. That's
we would never do anything if we did that now. But
yeah, there's too many of that. But, hey, when you only have, like, a dozen people in your town, hey,
yeah, it's big
here for that. There's something poetic here. Like, the first blood spilt for the American Revolution was indigenous African American. That is pretty... That's pretty American, if you think about it, honestly.
Ew, I hate that. You're right, yeah.
Yeah. America really was built on the blood of indigenous and African-American black people. From the moment it all started, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, even before it started.
Yep.
Back to the small picture here. The soldiers are arrested, then acquitted, seeing where the trend began. News of the massacre gets people even more angry.
Listen, that's the second time I've been like, you see where it started? This is where I'm in that, like, madness stupor. And I'm like, do you see all the correlations? But also, they arrested those guys and then acquitted them, which is a thing that we do for people that are making us money.
Yes.
But anyways.
Sorry, I have fun. Okay. News of the massacre gets people even more angry. Just to make sure I cover it because I lost track a little and I'm not going into the details because they aren't the details I want. The Townsend Acts were as follows.
Anyway, go ahead.
June 1767. The Revenue Act. Tax on glass, lead, paint, paper, and tea. It also gave the Supreme Court of every colony. Okay, I didn't know they had a Supreme Court for every colony, which was British run. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Warrants, calls, writs of assistance to custom guys to search people's shit for smuggled goods.
So the custom guys, whatever they're called, officers or guards or assholes, I don't know.
Yeah.
The custom dudes were given writs of assistance, which is what they were titled, but they were warrants to search anybody they wanted.
That's lame.
Yes.
I hate that.
Yes.
Because I mean, at least now you have the mask of you need, like, probable cause
Yeah.
to do that.
Pretend. Sure.
Yeah.
Did I put dates on those?
I mean, you put June 1767.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah. The Commissioners of Customs Act created the Customs Board for North American colonies, headquartered in Boston with 5 commissioners. Other parts also got them. It was to enforce shipping law, or stop smuggling, and increase taxes, of course, because that is what all of this
And make sure that the taxes were paid and not just, oh, they didn't have it, sorry, boss.
That was all in June. 1 month later. Wow, that's crazy. 1 month.
Yeah.
1 month later, the Indemnity Act reduced taxes on the British tea imported by the British East India Company. So wait, hold up.
It meant that
They could get their tea at a cheaper cost?
yes, but it had to be British tea.
Oh, I see. So America could get cheaper tea, but only if it was from British. I hate this so much. Okay, the New York Restraining Act said New York couldn't pass any new bills until they complied with the Quartering Act. For you know what this is? Folks did not comply well. Okay, that's fair.
Okay, do I explain the quarter?
No.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Then in March, yeah, no, you didn't.
Okay, so the Quartering
I
Act
don't know what that is.
it was
Hold up.
part of
Can I guess?
do it.
Quartermaster, all right? A quartermaster is a ship term. So I would assume that this has something to do with ships. You can't sail west. North. I pointed east.
So, the Quarters Act was about living quarters.
Oh!
And it was about, like, American, well, not American, colonialists.
You had to make sure that, like, at any point a British colony, or no, a British soldier could live in your house, something like that?
Yeah, provide him food,
Yeah.
shelter, somewhere to sleep, and something else. I don't remember what.
That was right. Okay.
And so none of them were doing that. They were like, fuck you, stay out of my house. I'm not giving you anywhere to stay. And so
Yeah, I don't know your
well,
name.
you can't pass any more bills until you let us sleep in your house. Which is weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
That is weird. I don't want to know my British soldier.
They're called boundaries, Derek.
Okay. Then in March of 1768, which is okay, so a year later. Okay, so it like some time has passed.
like
9 months later.
Yeah.
Oh, it took a while because Townsend died in September. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we missed so much of the world needed more Townsend.
There just wasn't enough of him to go around.
Okay, and so the Vice Admiralty Court Act. Admiralty? Admiralty. Admiralty. There we go. We got there. This was when Britain took away Americans' rights to hold court for smugglers. So we couldn't try them. That's what
Correct.
this... Okay.
Yeah, so they made their own, and then they were also like, okay, let's finish this up by also saying you can't do it at all.
That's stupid.
Yes.
And the judges in the court they set up instead were paid by the fines they gave people for smuggling. What the fuck? What kind of pyramid scheme shit is that?
Fucking right. Like, listen.
What the fuck?
It paid commission for each person you fucking fine? Like, that's such a ticket to corruption. It's wild.
They were paid by the fines they gave for the... So they could have just set that, like, you're paying $1,500 a day.
Yep.
I was just smuggling in, like, 2 toothpicks.
A teddy bear.
It don't matter. Mm-hmm. That's going to be paying for my dozen pounds of British tea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Crisps. Yeah. Sorry. We're having fun. This is American bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
You want to talk to me about a revolution? You want us to do a revolution? Tell us which
French.
one you want.
They're going to say the French Revolution. You understand that, right?
I was hoping for, like... who do we have? Is it Romania?
What?
We have, like, multiple listeners and...
Oh!
Was it Turkey? I think it's Turkey, actually.
Man, that's complicated. Yeah, we could do that one. We can look it up. We'll look it up. Whoever's got the most, aside from America and maybe Canada, we'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Not North American. There we go. Is that
fair?
All right. Here, we're shaking on it. You can't see that we're shaking, but we shook. My
There's
hand is
no
very cold.
visual evidence of it at all.
Your hand's so freaking warm.
It's because I'm keeping it under here where the heat's getting trapped.
Okay. Well, I'll do that when it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then the Tea Act comes around. Sorry, I had to... In May 1773, which basically just attempted to throw all this tea Britain couldn't get rid of onto colonists. Also made it so the British East India Trading Company, and I keep adding trading just because, didn't have to go to England to make sure everything was good to go to the colonies, and it put in place merchants that were the sole people allowed to sell the teas.
Yes. So what they did is they were like, hello, we have too much tea because nobody's buying our tea.
Yeah.
Because China makes better tea. And then they were like, well, let's shove it all off on the Americans, the colonies over there. And
they didn't buy it either.
You no longer have to come and get it okayed with us that it's good quality tea to take there. And so
garbage.
They were just going directly from where they were getting their tea to the colonies and trying to offload it. And they made it so that the only people that were allowed to sell that tea that wasn't being taxed like all the other teas were people that Britain put in place there to sell them, like an authorized dealer.
I hate that.
Yeah. We're just copycats. You know what I mean? Like part of it is like, look how fucking American these things are that we do that people are complaining about now and then saying make America great again, but like they're the things we were fucking born off of and it's the only reason we're a goddamn country is because we did those things. But we also do the exact things that we were pissed off that they were doing.
Yeah.
We have authorized dealers for all sorts of shit. We strong. Okay, not me. But we shape the
people
market.
Back then,
you know, we shape the market, and they all get together and have lunch and decide what they're going to make the prices for everything. Like, we do exactly the shit that we were pissed off that they were doing to us.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it will just take, like, somebody who doesn't need to get paid a bunch of money to be in office and I don't mean the president. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, like, a bunch of people who actually make the laws and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To then make decisions. And hopefully that person and those group of people aren't the same people messing up everything. Because it's like the only reason that they have to make that much money is so that way they don't get persuaded into like some other stuff to like, hey, let me buy you off, that kind of thing. That's the way that I was talking about it. And then also hope that they still have the same mindset as the people that don't have to. I don't know. That's complicated.
Yes.
Okay. People again decide to boycott. Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay. They say we don't want your tea back. Or take it back to England. Most places are able to get the ships to leave with their tea still on. Okay, good. Wait, no, that's not good. We don't want them to have no tea.
Well, that wasn't the goal yet.
Boston was having trouble getting them back to down.
So the other colonies...
Getting them to back down is what I meant
The other colonies, the ships were like, deuce boots, bitch.
Yeah.
But the Boston ships that were at Boston were refusing to do what they wanted.
So Samuel Adams, as a Whig leader, I don't know. Calls. Okay, thank you for at least admitting you don't know what that is.
I didn't want to look it up. I didn't care.
Fair enough. Calls a meeting on November 29th. It's so big they have to change locations. Everybody's showing up. So wait, there was so many people that they had to be like, ah, shit, this church steeple that we got going on right now, guys, that's not big enough. We gotta find like a church or like a market square, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so like they started in a community center, let's say.
Cool.
Not it, because they didn't have those then. But, and they were like, oh shit, there's too many of us and there's more people coming. Let's head to the Rose Garden.
Cool. They write a resolution and pass it, telling the captain of the Dartmouth to leave without paying import fees.
I love you, it's Dartmouth.
It says mouth.
That's how it's spelled.
Fine, Dartmouth. The captain of the Dartmouth to leave without paying taxes or fees, whatever, import fees, and take the tea to England. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. They assign 25. I don't know what this means. Means to stop the tea. Okay, I'm going to read how it says. They assign 25 mean to stop the tea from unloading off the ship. From unloading off. Oh, I see. Thank you. Okay. They assign 25 men to stop the tea from unloading off the ship. The governor of Massachusetts.
Children, let this teach you the value of proofreading your work.
I mean, you're going to see that mine's almost as bad. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be fun.
I'm excited.
The governor of Massachusetts, Hutchinson. That's an okay name. A loyalist to England. I hate this name.
Yep.
Refused to allow the Dartmouth to leave without paying import fees. Then the Eleanor and the Beaver show up in the harbor as well. December 16th is the Dartmouth's deadline to pay the fee, or else customs officials would unload it on American soil.
Which makes no fucking sense to me, by the way. So let's talk about this for a second. They're like, I don't want your shit on my soil.
Yes.
Don't pay your fee. Get the fuck out of here.
Correct.
And then the governor or whatever he is comes down and he's like, fuck no, pay your fee. And they're like, but these people are like gonna kick our ass.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, pay the shit. There's this rule that it's like within 20 days or something after you fucking land, you have to pay the fee or else they take all your stuff anyways. But the second it hits soil is when everybody else has to pay stuff for it anyways. So it's like, I don't know.
So he wanted to make it so that way the citizens had to pay the taxes?
I guess it means that, yeah, like even if the ship doesn't pay the taxes,
so it's
then
like,
they force the stuff on the land and then people will buy it and then the taxes are paid on it that way.
Right. It's like, oh, well, it was dumped on your guys' land. That
means they get paid taxes twice for that product.
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because they pay taxes to drop it off when they get
and then they
port,
get taxes
and then they
to
get
pay
taxed
for it.
when they get bought.
It's like a sales tax and an import tax. That's so gross.
Yeah.
Okay. That's money grubbing to like the extreme. Okay, so colonists were adamant not to allow this tea delivery. They gathered 5,000 to 7,000 people. That's a lot for back then too.
Yes.
In a place, because nowadays all you got to do is just say, "Hey, there's a free PlayStation," and then just 1 million people in New York. I don't remember if it was 1 million, but it was at least 100,000, and that's still a lot of people. Okay, so in a place with 16,000 people in it, okay, that is a lot.
Yeah,
that's a third.
Yeah,
you're telling me 100 million
of
people.
Boston's population.
Like if America showed up in one spot, that's 100 million people.
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay, so almost the half of the population gathers, having learned of Hutchinson's refusal to let the ship to leave.
Yep.
Yeah. Sam Adams says this meeting can do nothing further to save the country. People say that was the signal for the Tea Party to commence.
Yes.
But really, Adams was trying to get people to stay because the meeting wasn't over. Oh my God.
Like he said that shit, right? Like, this meeting's not going to do any more to get us where we want. And then everybody was like, well, then let's fuck them up. And he's like, wait. We can make other plans. Okay, wait, please, hey, And they're like, let's fucking go.
He had lost control of the meeting. Too many schnapps. That's what. Yep. Some folks dressed up in Mohawk costumes, which my immediate thought was like, why to frame them?
Why frame the native? It was very strange, but it gets better.
Nay, my dearest beloveds. It was to signify that they were American and not English.
They belonged on American soil where the natives were.
Makes sense now.
It's a good homage rather than like an appropriation of it.
Correct. Yeah, it's not like, we're going to be doing savage stuff, so we're going to wear savage-like
right,
things.
Which, I'm not going to lie, was my interpretation when we talked about the Boston Tea Party.
That's what I thought, too. But it's because we learned it from the British ideas. I would assume. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe?
Probably.
I don't know. People that are smarter than us, figure that out.
Yeah, let us know.
They don't listen to this.
Okay, we got to get shirts that say, let us know.
Yeah. So somewhere between 30 and 130 men boarded the ships, took 3 hours, and dumped 342 chests of tea into the goddamn ocean. I love that in my head, it's just like they just were able to get all the tea that was already there and then just dump it within I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. But no, it takes
I thought the time would be good.
The amount of fucking rage that you have to have.
That would have to keep you motivated that long. And think about just the awkward interactions with the guys that are on the ship.
Hey, no, not that one. No, guys, come on. You already... please, no. I mean, maybe they're helping at some point, right? If it's your ship, you're just like, there's more down there, guys. Oh, they're going down there. Okay. Well, it's a bay, but what is a bay but a little cul-de-sac of ocean?
Yeah,
sorry, I didn't read the rest of that.
They put it in the ocean. And it's like, well, it's a bay, not just the ocean, but what's a bay but a cul-de-sac of ocean?
Oh. I went too far. I shouldn't have read how much it was. I wanted to guess. That's okay.
Oh.
This was 92,000 pounds of tea.
Way less than I thought. Can I say that? The cost of it is way less than I thought.
Wait. Okay, wait. This hurts my brain. Okay. Is it because it's, Britain pounds? Or whatever. It says this was 92,000 pounds of tea.
Yes.
That's 9,659 pounds, which is $12,321. I'm assuming that's how much money in pounds it was.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 92,000 pounds of tea in weight.
Yeah.
9,659 pounds of money.
Okay.
Pounds of dollars, pounds, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is that much American dollars.
Okay, thank you. Which is... Do you want to guess? Do you remember? You probably already know it off the top of your head.
1.7 million? No.
No.
It was only 100,000.
Oh, wait, you're right. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. I just had to read a little bit further. Okay, good job. Which is 400... Okay, so $12,321.70 is $452,269.43, which is wildly different than 1.7 million I read or the 4 million I heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard different amounts and everything, but I took the actual read.
How much does... Yeah. So I dug up some more. And basically, I did this. And basically... decided that the Boston Tea Party Museum gets the final say. Yeah. And they say $1.7 million worth of damage. That's fair. You know what? Yeah, American shit. There you go.
Yeah, but also, if anybody's going to get the final say, it's the people that have the balls to claim that they're, the person for it, right?
That's
the
fair.
Boston Tea Party Museum. Yeah, okay.
That's fair. Here's fun. It was about that's million. Okay, 18,523,000 cups of tea that got dumped. That's fun. I love that. That's so much tea that could have just been not imported here.
Yeah.
Or exported, whatever.
Or, I don't know, feeding fish.
Do you think we got smarter fish because of all this?
Tea doesn't make you smarter.
That's fair. Oh yeah, no, I don't drink tea or coffee anymore, unfortunately. I would like to drink more herbal tea. That's
Sometimes I have herbal tea if I'm like really needing something, especially because I'm not supposed to be having sugar and all of that. I was really bad this week. But
yeah.
I have the hibiscus and raspberry tea.
Yeah.
And that'll cut the edge off.
Hell yeah. Okay, so also the only destruction that occurred on the 3 ships was one padlock, which the Sons of Liberty replaced the next day. Oh, the message was clear. No fucking British tea.
Well, yeah, especially because 2 of the ships were owned by colonialists. Colonialists?
Colonists.
Colonists.
Colonials.
It's colonists.
That's metal as fuck. That's so nice. They were just like, oh shit, we broke
They said that they even swept the decks and everything before
I believe
they
that.
left.
I believe that.
I don't know if I do, but they do say that they did.
I say that I believe it because I want to believe it. That's why I say that.
I choose to believe it.
It's kind of like keeping the maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Sasquatch exists. Who knows?
Yeah. Gerald, it does. He does. They do. He doesn't listen to this.
Oh, okay, good. There was also a 4th ship meant for Boston, but it landed in Cape Cod, got taxed, got sold to private parties. The Sons of Liberty found the warehouse, destroyed all the tea they could find. That's my guys. There we go. That's
better.
What we want. Found out some of it had already been taken from the warehouse and put in a shop. They went to the shop, broke in, took the last tea, and dumped it into the harbor. That is so poetic. I love that. I love
dedication.
Yeah. Like, no, we have to find out where
all
this tea went.
Tea.
All of it.
Yep.
2 years later.
Did that guy have a cup of it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Get it out.
Is that Boston? Is that Boston tea that's in your cup right now? 2 years later, the war for... Oh my god, now I'm just imagining like a noir style.
2 years later.
The War for Independence begins in Concord.
The War for Independence begins.
The War for Independence begins in Concord and Lexington. Or Lexington and Concord. When British soldiers... Why? What?
Well, because if you live in Lexington, you probably say it started in Lexington and Concord. And if you live in Concord, you probably say it's Concord and Lexington.
I think most people would probably just go with, you just go with alphabetical. So Concord
over there
and
in the hill.
Over yonder. When British soldiers get into a skirmish, which is a fight, with Massachusetts Minutemen. They were a militia. We were built in boycotts, riots, militias, refusing to be abused in our eyes, wanting to have a better life. We celebrate John Revere, John Adams, Ben Franklin, George Washington. And now we sit and allow ourselves to be told it's illegal to not have insurance. While insurers are allowed to say they don't have to cover anything. We're allowing ourselves to be forced to pay insurers money for what? To not go to prison? Isn't that mafia shit? We allow ourselves to make next to nothing while a select few make $7 million an hour. Whole Foods, if anyone is asking. We allow ourselves to be told there's no other way. Well, the last time we were told that we refused to lose and refused to let go of our goods, and we got them. We got there. We got independence and freedom and solidarity with our fellow people. An oligarchy is just a monarchy built on money instead of bloodlines. We broke free once. We can do it again. We can do it again. Just think about it. Because despite what Childish Gambino says, this is not America. I Still need to read sources. But that was poetic. Thank you for that. That was great.
You did great.
Wiki, history, African American Registry, Crash Course History, Boston Tea Party Museum, and the Library of Congress. That was beautiful.
I
don't know why I get so fucking American when American shit pops up.
I want to start asking people what American means to them, because to me, this shit is what American means.
Yeah, the stuff from the beginning.
Right. What made it, the foundations we were built on, and I just wonder if I'm a minority in that or not. So I'd love to start. I think I'm going to start asking people
That's an interesting. It's interesting because, to go to the French Revolution real quick, what you'll find is that there's a right and a left, and so one side decides, hey, they all recognize that there's problems that are going on, and they both have different solutions how to fix it. One side.
The plug-in, everything's fine.
One side says, hey. Yes, we have a lot of problems, but it's because we've lost our way. We gotta go back to the roots. We gotta go back to our what we used to do, that kind of thing. Stay in traditions and all that kind of stuff. The other side says, no, we have lost our way, but it's because we haven't found a way that works yet. We need to find a brand new thing to do because the systems that we've had suck. It's not working. That's why we're upset. And so it's just interesting because it's like that sounds very similar to that, where it's like, I mean, maybe not so much on the we need to go back to owning slaves and all that kind of shit. I'm not saying that.
Part of the complication for me is because I do think that our foundations are important, and I agree with our foundations, but my problem is that people that are currently out there saying that we need to go back to our roots aren't talking about this. They aren't saying to our actual roots. They're talking about lower in the tree, but not actually the roots.
You're saying that the roots are sticking it to the man.
Yeah.
That's the roots.
American as fuck.
It is, yeah.
Standing up for what you believe in, sticking it to the man, refusing to buy shit from people that you don't like what they're doing. That's what we do. We defend the fucking that's the shit we do. In my head, and in when you look at the very beginnings of what we did, that's what we did. And to me, that's what worked, because that's what got us our independence, and that's what got us separate from everybody else. And that's what we built on. And I just feel like we have lost our way, but I feel like the people that also feel like we've lost our way feel like we should go back to a time that's only 100 years ago, not the way we behaved and the morals and principles we had in the beginning.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, because the morals do matter a lot more.
Yeah.
Especially as I'm getting older, I'm finding that, and that's funny that we're bringing up morals when we're going to be going into philosophy.
Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful segue.
Yeah, but it very much is something that, if people actually spent the time on their daily lives to, think about, what matters most to me, rather than just, this is who I agree with, this is what I agree, all the noise, you know what I mean? If you take a step back and just look at, face value, what do you think justice is? What do you think courage is? What do you think it means to be American?
Yeah.
That alone is already a thing in and of itself, I would think. And it's
that's the stuff we need to stop. And you're exactly right. Take all the bullshit off of it and just tell me what that means to you. Mm-hmm. And then the second you start spouting off about some current shit that's going on or whatever, stop and think about the core part of it, not
what makes you you.
Yeah. What shapes that? What shapes you? What shapes what you believe? Mm-hmm. Some self-reflection would be good.
I love that you did this. Now that I see the end result, that was beautiful. Okay. If you want to find... Before this goes way too far, because I'm assuming it's already hit an hour. If you want to find me...
Over dramatic, it's 49 minutes.
Hey! I got a pretty good mental state, though.
Pretty good.
If you want to find me, you can find me at I'm the Johnny5. That's for Reddit and chess.com. And I believe it's also now for TikTok. I do singing and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of fun. And then if you want to find me on Lee Chess and Twitch, you're not going to find me on Twitch, But if you want to find me there, you can find me at Johnny5XXX. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Cateaterr on all the stuff. Cateaterr. You can also find us on Blue Sky and Threads, and I think we have an Instagram or something like that. But
maybe. I think we do have an Instagram. We just never use it.
And then I use my TikTok. I think I renamed my TikTok for us. And,
yeah, you did.
And so we're on there too. And sometimes you get little tidbits before the video actually comes out. So if you're interested in that, feel free. And then, take care. Enjoy whatever holidays you are or are not celebrating.
Yeah.
We love you.
See you in a couple weeks. Bye.